The Learner Digital Skills Toolkit is the newest document added to Education Scotland's digital skills guidance. This forms part of the Digital Literacy series, which contains 3 documents to support teachers understand the knowledge and skills that they require to be digitally literate, the knowledge and skills that learners require to be digitally literate, and how teachers can harness those digital literacy skills to make effective use of digital in the classroom as part of learning and teaching. Digital literacy can be found in the technologies curricular area and curriculum for excellence. There have been many attempts to define what digital literacy is. There are 3 experiences and outcomes in CFE that make up digital literacy. But we thought it would be useful to make clear the knowledge and skills that are required to be digitally literate, in the hope that this makes it more straightforward and clearer to teachers when they are planning digital literacy. The main driver for being digitally literate is the same as for most of what we teach our children and young people, and that is to enable them to become citizens in Scotland with those 4 capacities. Digital literacy and the knowledge and skills that comprise it are becoming ever more essential to take part in society today. There are many digital literacy frameworks available, but most of them fall into this category of having multiple layers with different verbs and adjectives describing different levels of competency. And this new digital skills toolkit that we have published aims to strip some of this back and make it much more concise and making clear the content, the knowledge and skills that teachers need to teach and assess. This starts off with a foundational level, trying to make as clear as possible the 3 key themes of navigating, safe and secure, and finding and making. And most learners will be able to do this from a young age. We've got to make sure that all learners are secure in these competencies before moving on to anything else. As they progress and they grow in confidence, teachers should plan for learners to develop a greater depth and breadth of knowledge and skills in their digital literacy. And these 4 areas that we have outlined the content for are navigating with devices and apps, being safe and secure, making and sharing, and finding and checking. The key to this toolkit is that it is about content that teachers can use. The document itself aims to be easy to lift text and links from so that they can be used in any planning format or document that you may use in your setting. Each knowledge or skill has a web link that you can use to find further information or a resource or activity to use with learners. It matches closely to the Teacher Digital Skills toolkit that we released recently, and that should help teachers to use those 2 documents together to know the skills and knowledge that they require to then be able to support the learners acquire similar knowledge and skills. And the last bit that's worth considering is that we've designed this document with a process curriculum in mind, and that is that it's not a be-all and end-all. To complete this document wouldn't be to be completely digitally literate, but rather to have learners at a point of competence, a level that they could develop further depth and breadth in any areas that they may identify as next steps. We hope you take the time to explore the document and the resources linked to it. It would be valuable to have feedback from anyone who uses the document. You can get in touch with us at DigiLearn Scot or complete the evaluation feedback form on the website at digilearn.scot under the Learner Digital Skills Toolkit. There will also be a learner skills evaluation launching shortly, and hope that you take time to get your learners to complete that so that we can develop a national baseline of digital literacy for learners in Scotland, and that'll help us with the next steps in our strategy. And the last part is we'll be looking to continue developing in this area, and looking at that more open-ended aspects of digital literacy, where that may intersect with other digital competencies or literacies such as citizenship, well-being, or creativity in a digital space. So keep your eyes peeled for that.